Good morning, this is Greta. I'm here in Mexico, and thank you for joining me in this beautiful location. And I've got a mat. You can choose to use a mat or a towel. You can also choose any other props that you'd like today. And we'll do a nice vinyasa flow this morning, and let's get started. And you can take a seat, whatever position feels comfortable for you, whether you're in Sukhasana or legs out long. You can also try Hero's Pose, so sitting up on your feet as we get started. Whatever position feels comfortable for you today as we settle in. You're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze as we come into the present space. Just fully arriving on your mat this beautiful day. Letting go of anything from earlier on your to-do list, anything up to come. Just settling right in as you are. We'll take a few deep breaths together as we get started. Nice big inhale through your nose and a long, slow exhale. Deep breath in, filling up your belly, your chest, your lungs. And release. One more big breath in. Hold it at the top. And exhale. Letting go. And you can set an intention for your practice today. This could be a word or a feeling, anything that comes to your mind or your heart as we settle in. On your next inhale, you can crack your eyes open, send your arms all the way up to the sky. Gaze is lifted, heart is lifted. Nice, tall spine. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the earth, right arm up and overhead. Nice, gentle side stretch here. Finding what movements work for your body. Meeting yourself just as you are. Feeling free to modify, change it up as needed. I'm here to guide you, but this is your practice. Inhale, both arms high to the sky. And we'll take that stretch over to the other side. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, as you twist over to the left, dropping your right hand down onto your knee and taking a nice little twist. As you inhale, lengthen your spine and exhale, twist. On your next inhale, let's sweep that left arm over to your right knee. So you find a big stretch in your shoulders. And then open your right arm out to the side for a twist to the right. Inhale, crown of your head to the sky. And exhale, twist. Inhale, both arms high to the sky. Exhale, as you cactus your arms, chest forward. And we're gonna find a seated cat-cow this morning. So as you exhale, bring your elbows together, round your spine, and tuck your tailbone. And then inhale as you open your chest out wide, arms out wide for a cactus. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open arms out. Exhale, round. 2 more just like that. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round your spine. As you open out wide, send your arms back behind you and interlace them for a nice gentle heart opener, back bend. As you bring your chest high and maybe gazing up. And release those hands. Good. We're going to find our first child's pose this morning. Big toes together, knees out as wide as comfortable. Send your hips back onto the earth. And melt your hands forward as you find your chest forward onto the earth. Forehead down. And just finding a moment here to breathe. Noticing where your breath is at today. Knowing that you can always return to this position whenever you need it. And continue to walk your hands forward as we find puppy pose. Stacking your hips over your knees and melting your chest and your forehead to the mat. As you find a nice heart opener, chest opener, and a gentle back bend. As you walk your hands back, we'll find tabletop. Stacking your hips over your knees. Really spreading out all 10 of those fingers. Engaging your core, belly button to spine. And let's slowly turn those fingertips around. Maybe they're pointing towards your knees. Maybe they're pointing to the sides of your mat as we open up our wrists this morning. Finding whatever movement your body needs. Maybe it's swaying your body in a little circle or side to side, front to back. As you find some gentleness here with yourself. And then come on to the tops of your hands for a moment, lightly. And back into tabletop when you're ready. We're going to open up our shoulders this morning. So as you inhale, right arm high to the sky. And exhale as you thread the needle, bringing your right arm underneath your left. As you come down onto your temple, your shoulder. Option to bring your left arm back behind you for a half bind. As you find a deep shoulder stretch. And if you've taken that half bind, bring your left hand back to the earth. And inhale, right arm high to the sky. Back into tabletop. Inhale, as you send your right leg back behind you. Nice and long, maybe giving a couple of circles to your ankle. And then draw your right leg all the way over to the right as you place it down beside your hip. And send your hips back for a modified child's pose. Really finding some hip mobility here. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up and then send that right leg out long behind you. Plant it on the earth. As you open out your right arm high to the sky, modified side plank. Stacking your shoulders and your hips, maybe gazing up at the sky. Inhale, as you bring your torso up, find your arms out into a T. Gaze over your left hand. As you find a mini warrior two. Inhale, as you flip your front palm. Exhale, as you tip back. Reverse mini warrior. Maybe taking that half bind with your right arm back behind you. As you gaze up at your left hand, chest is proud. Exhale as you lead with your left hand and cartwheel your arms back into tabletop. Once again. And we'll take that shoulder opener on the other side. Inhale, left arm high to the sky. Exhale as you thread the needle coming down onto your shoulder and your temple. Option to take that right arm back behind you for half bind. As you find a nice big shoulder opener this morning. Breathing into your shoulder. If you've taken that half bind, bring your right hand back to the earth. And then inhale, left arm high to the sky. Exhale, back into tabletop. Inhale, left leg back behind you. Nice and long. Maybe giving a couple of circles to your ankle. Then draw your left foot all the way over to the left. Drop it down by your hip. And as you exhale, shift your hips back. Modified child's pose. Mobilizing our left hip. Inhale, hips back up. Send that left leg back long behind you. As you drop it back onto the earth beneath you and open out to the left arm high to the sky. Stacking your shoulders and your hips. Maybe gazing up at the sky. Inhale as you lead with your left arm, arms up into a T. And gaze over your right hand for a warrior two, mini version. Shoulders down and back. Inhale as you flip your front palm. Exhale as you tip back, reverse warrior. Gazing up at your hand, maybe taking that half bind with your left arm back behind you. Nice proud chest. Exhale as you bring your right hand down to the mat. Left hand down, back into tabletop. Tuck your hips under, or your toes under, rather. Shift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet out, right to left. Bringing your heels closer to the earth with each pedal. As you find a nice stretch in your calves, hamstrings. Then shift yourself forward into plank pose. Body in one straight line. Press away from the earth. Ground down into all 10 of those fingers. So you find some strength here. And then slowly, let's lower all the way down to our bellies with control. Sending your elbows straight back. Place your hands right underneath your chest. And then straighten arms just a bit to find baby cobra, cobra. It's a beautiful morning. Nice gentle chest opener, heart opener. And we'll take 5 breaths here as we open our hearts to the world. And let's lower down to our bellies. Finding some stillness here. Maybe using your arms as a little pillow for your forehead. Place your hands underneath of your chest. Shift yourself up into tabletop. Then take a seat. Pivot all the way around onto your back. Sending those legs up high to the sky. And just giving yourself some thankfulness for all that your body does for you. And when you're ready, lower those feet back to the earth. Taking a constructive rest pause, knocking your knees together, or finding Shavasana as we settle in for a few moments to finish out our practice. Just relax your whole body down onto the earth, allowing yourself some time to just be as you return to your breath. Allowing some long inhales and deep exhales. You can stay here as long as you'd like, finding some movement in your body if you're ready to come out of Shavasana. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes. And just returning to that intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Tucking it into your heart center. As you roll over to the right, bringing your knees closer to your chest, using your arm as a little pillow, and silently thanking yourself for showing up on your mat this morning with me. Carving out some time just for you. And slowly use your left hand to guide yourself up to sit, Sukhasana. Thank you for joining me this morning on your mat. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.